Chapter 1. The Dawn of England. In the beginning, there was a land of wild, wind-swept hills, misty moors, and dense forests, a place where the echoes of ancient drums could be heard reverberating across the landscape. This land was known to early inhabitants as Albion, a name whispered through the fog by the Celts, who were the first to settle there around 500 BC. They brought with them their gods, their language, and a rich oral tradition that would shape the land's future. The Celts lived in small tribes, fiercely guarding their land from invaders, but it was inevitable that their world would be changed forever. Around 55 BC, a man named Julius Caesar arrived on the shores of this mysterious island. He was a general of the Roman Empire, whose ambition was to expand the reach of Rome across all of Europe. With a fleet of ships and a disciplined army, Caesar crossed the English Channel and began the conquest of Britain. For nearly 400 years, the Romans ruled the southern part of the island, building towns, roads, and Hadrian's Wall. But in the early 5th century, the Romans, stretched thin by invasions across their vast empire, withdrew from Britain. The Celtic tribes, left without the might of Rome to protect them, were left to fend for themselves. Little did they know, their fate was already intertwined with new invaders who would change the course of history. Chapter 2. The Anglo-Saxon Age. From the east, beyond the seas, came a new wave of people, the Anglo-Saxons. They were tribes of warriors, farmers, and seafarers who had lived on the shores of what we now call Denmark, Germany, and the Netherlands. These people began to settle in Britain in the 5th and 6th centuries, pushing out the Celts to the western and northern fringes of the island, into what would become Wales, Scotland, and Cornwall. In the centuries that followed, the Anglo-Saxons established a new civilization, laying the foundation for what would become England. They divided the land into several kingdoms, including Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria, each ruled by a king. Their society was built on a system of local lords and warriors, bound together by a code of honor and loyalty known as comitatus. The Anglo-Saxons made significant contributions to English culture. They brought their language, which would evolve into Old English, a tongue that would shape the English language for centuries. They introduced Christianity, building monasteries and churches, and spreading the influence of the Pope throughout the land. Yet, for all their progress, the Anglo-Saxons were not immune to conflict. The island was not united, and warlords fought among themselves for power. As the centuries passed, the most powerful of the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms was Wessex, led by the legendary Alfred the Great. If you like it, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. See you next time.